So, natatarahula ko na namin. Right now, we're looking at my books, which is 8 books of Akasha, which is all different names, and it's my 8 spirits that are looking at it, because right now my other 8 spirits are in still 1 is in China, 2 is in Japan, 3 is in France, and others are in UK and Ukraine. And so we're looking at the book, and 6 spirits out there. 6 spirits out there in Ukraine and Russia, which is divided 2. It's like a symbol to of my garments, women. You know, when I was at the time on the cross, when they split my garments, it's the same what I do in this end, which is I split my garments into different places. I sent, like this, women. And there are 8 left, 8 of them, and my dust are looking at the book, which is we're looking at the names, getting back to the first times, because today in the realm we're looking at the names of what the world had make it me, like names. You have your own names of what you called me, like Yahweh, or YHVH, which is it means of Yahweh. You call Yahweh, which is also means Ya, and Ave, which is reverse the word Heve, which is means a heaven. You know, Heve is a floating part of the heaven before you get actually in there. It's like before the clutch. Clutch, it's what you call before you get into the oh, I'm not supposed to speak about heavens, because it's only I can go there, even I'm here, but my other part is there. So it's a clutch that it opens itself. So when there's a body in flesh, you call the spirit, and because I am body in flesh, humans, I can go there, and I say I'm body because I am in body and flesh as what you call a form and spirit, which is I go there, and there's a part of heaven before you get inside the realm. Don't call the palace humans, we call it mansions, mansions, which is realm, realm. And there's a clutch there that when it's detect that there's someone out there with the flesh, and you are on earth, it will the clutch will ring, like really really hard ring, like you are in the boat, in the yacht, and it will alert everyone. It will alert everyone that there is but when they come out right now, they're being alert, and they come out just my other part. So before you get there, it's a narrow, very narrow gate, women. It's a very narrow gate, and then there's a clutch before you actually get into there, and it is go down, just like when you are, when you are in the pier and you are in the boat. The steps are on the top, and then when there's no more people, it's just you hear the sound of the boat that's we're going. Can't you realize the sound of the yacht, that when it's ready to depart, it's like that. It means we're leave, we're go, up, coming, like that. So we're looking at I'm going back to the place where Yahweh or YHVH was. So YHVH or Yahweh or Yavahave is there's a lot on it. 4 words, you called letters, 4 letters, a lot of words and meaning. So Yahweh, there's so much in this woman because it's like 8 page. See, 8 page. Why? It's a lot already. In that, H is a lot already. VH a lot already. H a lot already. And then it just, when in your flesh, you cannot really understand this. That's why you have to be focused, because what I teach you is not a worldly human. It's not a worldly. And this is why you called me. I won't say this because I already knew who I am. I already knew who I am, and I knew where I came from, and I know where I've been and what I'm talking about. Yaman? I don't have to say that I am WISDOM because it is blaspheming to those that are with me. My mom. Because she is the original wisdom. A teach. And Yah is ER, which is ER, your queens, worldly monarchs, you'll be gone soon and be hidden in your coffin. Yaman? That's what's gonna happen. They'll be hiding. Because humans, it's time of the king and queens, the heavenly realms, to come down from heaven and be separated from the worldly. Meaning to say, women, you will be rid of. You will be rid of because it's time for us to reign on the earths. You get this, women? And those who are still about REPTURE, then you will be ended REPTURE by the clouds. Just like the clouds, you are nothing but a clouds. You get this? You see the clouds? It's moving. You will be like that. You can just cry. Those who's been speaking the names of their gods, you have no idea what the name of it. Human? Talking about gods, it is blasphemy, human. Blasphemy. Those who are calling themselves my wife, my bride of human, I told you, many are coming to use my names, bride of Christ, which means Jesus of Christ, or Jesus on Christ, or Jesus on the cross. You understand? Many names to that. Look at these people. They're like, they're worse than, they are enemy. They're worse than, there's no words to explain of these people in this wilderness you called YouTube. There's no words to express how, they're just like, a plastic that when you, a plastic that with a smoothie in it, and then you cracked open when you quench it, when you push it, like you play with it. They are like that. They are like that, women. There's no words for me to call them anymore because I'm sick of them. So I'll leave them alone. I knew already where they're going, so that's it. So, women, YHVH means heaven. Heaven. Or Yahweh. YEHVEH. Or, I won't say it Yava, because it's, when you say Yava, it means of proud. Proud. YAHVEH means proud. So I call it YEHVEH because Ya is we. It's also, can't you get that it sounds the same, Yahweh. Yahweh is like also the half of the W, which is men. Yahweh means a man. Men. Only a man. But you reverse the word Heve means a woman. Women. You get this, women? A woman. I don't call myself WISDOM because it's my mom, I'll say that again. It's my mom. And the father was then the teacher, a philosopher, until mom in this end becomes the teacher. Literally, For you also know that in spirit in the beginning it was mom that is the wisdom of my papa, and he had two brothers with him. They were like the three, his two other, he had the one head as is his, and then there's three another, and inside them there were, each has a, you call the female, reflection, like a mirror. It reflect, they see, human. Yahweh. It's the meaning of those. I told you, women, one word, many meaning to that. So, Yahweh or Yahweh, YHVH means heaven. To reverse the word, YHVH means HVHY. So that too means have. Have. And it also means have means a man. Have. But to reverse that, HVH means wife. Wife. Or we don't see it WIFE because it's fire, women. WIFE or what you call YHV is fire. It's fire. And the rest, burning, flame, consuming. So consuming, which is mom, because she's the one who goes down, but she just like to cook, and like the Hakodesh name. Hakodesh is her dish. She was the dish. We don't say DISH, we say it DESH. Why? Because DIHS is plates. DESH is spear. Spirits. Is spear. So Yahweh means also a key. Yahweh, because Yahweh, it sounds like key. In other language, it means key. Yahweh means Hadi, heirs, and kings. You get this, women? So heaven, Yahweh or YHVH also means heaven, which is Ye, a yoke. Ye also means ear, like internal and eternal. Eternal is what you call flesh. Flesh, because there's part of heaven where he sits with his flesh. He had flesh, women, like I told you. When the body left dead, you knew it was he, the one who's got the body. So Nineveh also means particular circle, a light. The god, he is Osiris. We don't say it's Osiris because it's Papa. So we reverse it that way of Iris. 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 The Saint Patrick. Saint Patrick, the clover. It's to me was written as Saint Patrick, Saint Petre. We call it Saint Petre. The one with the clover, green cloves. Say cloves. So that's him. So Siriso is what they call I. OC is what they called mom. IR is what they called Sonea. So also is his. You get this, women, that one name, all of us. And Siri is also angel, arcs. And Osiris, Ozeri also means a father, So reverse the word. Let's puzzle the word YHVH. To puzzle the word Yahweh or YHVH, Yahweh means also puzzle that HVHY, meaning Wayay. Wayay, and in the land of smile, it means a flooding place. A water. Flood places, flood waters, bloody water, spirits, bleeds. Yaman? So, HVHY, puzzle the word H. YHVH means wayay. Wayay means a hay, a water. Yay means big. Yay means big. But in their place, yay means, usually see lek means big. It's different way depending on where we are. So, but to us, yay means a letter also, means a letter. That is what it means. YHVEY means wayay. Wayay means a flood of waters. It's like a tunnel. It symbolizes also in the like the tunnel I told you that are in heaven that is dark. And this means wayay means a bridge and full of water. Women? A bridge full of water. Floods. Which is floods. YVHV means water, floods, place. Flood water, bloody water, spirits, bleeds. Which is YVHB. Means a woman that was behind the Christ and was a spear. A spear, the woman behind the Christ, which is YVHV, and has been spear, or you call pierce. They pierced the body, which is, it was dust. It was dust, which is spirit, so I was hopping into the shoulder, which is by the left inner ear. I was hopping onto his by the left shoulder into the inner ear. Because this is what we do to keep us holiness. We go straight by because when the spirits or elixir are in your neck, it's the bridge to that is in your left collarbone and to your belly button, which is symbolizes of me and I. Me and I. When you say me and I, him. Him and I. So the body was pierced by the side, which is meaning of HV. HV, which is also from HVHY. HV is also means of heaven's vaults. HV, heaven's vault. You get this, women? Also means a high pressure. High pressures. And it also means man. Man or of conquering. Like he conquered the body. He, Father have glorified for him to receive it, for him to have, and resurrected it to heaven from the deads. While Yahweh also means of a key. Because reverse the word, it means of source. Yahweh also means of a key. When you reverse the word Yahweh, have high, it means the source. Source is also SOURCE. A source is him. Yeah. While it also means SOAR. Also means soar high. Why SOARES means also a source, like throughout incarnations, it becomes my sorrowfuls. Human? Sorrowful. A sorrow of a slain ama. Ama and slain or lama, because lama, in lama, L is means love, while M means mayat. Ma'a, reverse the word lama, ma'a, love, ma'a, meaning I was then ma'a until I become lile and I have that T, so I become ma'at. So in the beginning, women, I was already ma'at. All this is for me to get all the names of the deities you have given to become one. a deity, is a deity, to become one. And that for me, to every time I get one deity, it's followed by the rest. You know, it's the obey, which we become one, the bride of the Christ. You get this, women? Because you are the son of man. So, Islin Lama, or get without the L, just Ama, means a father. Ama in Tagalog means father. While Ama in Chinese, Ama, because their sounds different, Ama means father in Tagalog. While Ama in Chinese means a grandmother, which in this end they become my great-grand. They become my grand. You get this, women? Grand. Grand is what you call grandparents. Because this is what we do from the very beginning. I just want to be lower. You know, I just want to be lower because in the beginning I said to you that where my father placed me. So when I came down as Jesus, a word that incarnate, it's for me, and it was a symbol for me and Aya to be broken and be on earth. When you say be broken, women, it's like when we were cut, you know. For me to replenish the earth with flowers, waters, all kinds, I'll did this through the ora pro nobis, you called words. You understand this, women? Because in Chinese, Amma means a grandmother, which I said my mom. My mom, and to this end, she became my grandmother because always three. Father, mother, daughter. While our one is there, you know? He is the God that we kept. While we are spiritually, we work, and physically, we work. The work we have is just the day of the living. You know, women? Like we work for our food every day, you know, women? Kill and make alive. Like you kill the fish so that you keep yourselves alive until you're done what you need to do on earth. You know? Just a sample to that, women. So, women, grandmothers and hay, H-E-Y, hay in your country, H-E-Y means a straw, right? But to us, it means a hand. You know, a hand, which is, we are his hands. You know, you know, we are the V on earth. Means also a depose. You get this, women? Depose. Until it's, you know, I'll just say depose. Because at the time of Nicaea, they won't accept, so we did and what we did. Because like, what happened in Nicaea happened in spirit realm. You know? Just, I'll just say unsim, because there's some part of your stories, not humans. So, hey means hand to us and take the word. You know, take the word. Meaning to say humans that in the John in Revelation, when the scroll was forcefully taken. You know, I told you about my diary about those times and when we have war. Because, women, you think in your world there's only war in your world, women? What you have in your world, we have in realms. Do you get this? This is why my father placed me, because of me, they become unite. You know, they unite because they become my brothers, which they knew. You know, this is true when I said to you, I am where my father placed me. Because of me, they unite. In the beginning, women, what you have on earth, we have in heaven. Why I keep falling and falling and falling. And the first fall I have was on the lunar, which is I fall with my pups, pups, we called PUP, and QB. There's many times I feel human until I become Maya, and then he feel abalone, like that. If you know the story of Maya and the Aloy one, it was when he comes to me as, because he can do whatever he wants, he is what he is. I'll just say this way. So, EHV, you take the word from the Yahweh, which is without the Y, just EHVEH, also means a Mars. Ave means Mars. A Mars, which is Mars with if Mars means Martians, right? So Mars with Tien means Tian means belly. Women? Belly. So in the Martian, you won't only just get the Mars, but also Tian, Tian, which is a belly, means a belly. You get this, women? In the Martians, you get the word Mars, and then Tien, without the S because it's already taken by Mars. This is what we do, women. We puzzle the words to get our maton. So, maton means, I want to say that again because it's, I am human. So, Tien means a belly. It also means a child in a belly in the world coming to be born as it been born on spirit and realms. Because, humans, that is the meaning of Martians. The woman was I when I was going down from one of the planet I've been into the planet, and then I told you this in the other record, which is I cannot speak about because it's their time of their abode today. Like in this time, in the other planets, they have like the sleep, like the abode, like this, women. Like I said to you, we're not the only forms, like this. So women, Yahweh, Martians, like this. I just said the Martians means Mars, and the Tian means a baby or a child in a belly that are coming to be born in the world as a symbol of a woman coming. I would just say this, but I don't like to claim things, women, because I already knew, I don't like, but they want me to speak this. Like when I was coming down with 18 stars on my head. I say 18 because 12 plus other 6, the big ones on underneath that, because it was double star, which is on the top was stars, which is there's like a bridge on the top and like a Martian sign, and on the bottom there a Martian sign, women, is I won't tell you right now because it's they are asleep. So on the bottom of it there were 6 stars, and like a halo, infinite. So women, my child has been burned on the realm and in spirits, which is going to be burnt in flesh. Burnt, I say, because it's been purged already. Unseen, unseen, unseen. Meaning to say, women, unseen, he's around, but he don't come near. Like his mom and dad, like even to he come when I put mask on my face, like a woman. Sometimes I like to do a face mask. After I do that, women, he punished me. Why? Because his son does not like to see me with that. It's like ghost. Women, because ghost is different thing to us. Ghost is this like saggy face, and eyes is big, And my son is a child, so he is like of this form, like me. He's scared of all kinds like that, you know. And then so that's but right now he is purged, so we are preparing him, women. We are preparing him too for the time of the judgment, because he will be also, you know, he will be. So I won't talk about him right now because he is on his light in the middle, which is he is floating and he can choose what he wants. So Yahweh, or Yehveh, also means fruits. Fruits, women. A have. You know, a have, like a peach. Like that, a peach. So that's another meaning of Yahweh or Yahvahava or Yahva or YHVH. A peach, fruits. It also means lust, Eva. Eva, or take the word Yahweh or YHVH, it also means Eva. Eva, you know, means Eve. Because H to us can be also referred to an eagle. You see, eagle is what you call eagle. You know, eagle. We call the eagle eagle. You know, you want? Eagle. So, that's also Yahweh or YHVEH or YHVH also means of the last Eve. To puzzle the word means Veya. Reverse the word Yahweh or puzzle the word Yahweh or jigsaw the word Yahweh means Veya. There's Veya means in Cebuano, left. Veya, gibiyaan, like giveya. Giveya also means guide. Also means ark, angel, also means left. You know? Left in the body, which means of a dust. Veya also means in Cebuano, that left. Veya. Or also means an ark, guide, and also means a vessel, like viaje. Viaje means travel. You know? It's the meaning of Yahvaha, Yahvaha, or YHVH, or call Yahweh. Veya means Cebuano, left. That too symbolizes when I was the woman behind the body of the Christ, was then before the crucifixion a dust. You know, dust. A flick, what you call a twinkling. You know, to be redeemed and havya, because reverse puzzle the words Yahweh or YHVH or Yahweh, puzzle the Yahweh, havya means have you, means have this. Got it? You know, like this, women. This is also what you called only I, the Lord, can understand my words, which is I am conveying to you an explanations that what you are worshiping is not of. Havya means, yeah, have this. Yeah, I want you, you know, yeah, do you, yeah, you know, like this. Havya is the meaning of Yahweh. Puzzle the word Havya. Yeah, the body is ready, my God, my Lord. You know, because he too is L-O-R. Actually, I don't call him L-O-R-D because anger. He wants me to call him L-O-V. You know what I mean? L-O-R, which is God. L-O-R means God, women. L-O-R-D means the I am. You know, with L-O-R-D means the I am. While he is L-O-R. You understand, women? We are connected into one to the other. Chaining. You know? which is havya also means chill. Chill. Like when he take the bath, like this. Chill. It's also symbol of when the body left it was Yah who glorified by the. You get this? Who was glorified by Father and our Father. You get this, women? Who was then, who art in heaven. It's in Neneve. Because when you say heaven is I am. Papa is was on Neneve. Neneve is what you call other part of tabernacle. It's a crystal bows. You get this, women? It's there's another part of heaven which is there's my symbol of a moon which is escape. I'm not gonna tell you so much about heavens until you are fully ready, because you will see it of your own. It's better to have surprises. It's more fun and chilling. So, women, Nineveh is what you call heavens also, but this is on the seventh part. The seventh part, which is tetragramma. Tetragramma on the very top, on the very other part is stone together, because this is realms, humans. Like I said, in my Father's house, there's many mansions. So I was stone, fully developed as a woman when I descend to get the key from Adam, which Dhamma, call it Dhamma, which is the dust of mom and dad. Dhamma means dad, mama, which is also symbol of Yahweh. Yahweh, a key, or HV, HV, high blood. High vowels, high vowels is mama, Dhamma, which is the mama and the papa. You get this, women? Amad. Amad also means, reverse the word Dhamma, Amad also means a dad in mama. Women? It also means mame, to make new names. That was the reason of why I descend to get the key from the bed, is to make new names of hell, like forging the silver and the gold. Like it's within you, human. The silver and the gold's within you. It's because it's this. Of today's women, there's only few golds. There's only few golds. Like let's like this. My in a human, there's you have praise like she's heart of golds, like what they call me, like they called me in where I've been before I was sent to, before I have a father to send to the wilderness. They called me she's gems. They call me she's gems. She's good. The praises I receive from them, I'll just and so don't say about human. I don't they are divine that praises me, because they were arcs. They were arcs that praises me when they ask how is me, how I am. The sixth angel always answer, oh, she's fine, she's very good, she's a very good. They will just say, she's very good, she's a heart of golds, she's a gems. She's gems. That's all they usually say. She's gems. I guess you understand what I'm trying to say. Like you, when to me you are gold, then I'll say the same. This is why I say, humans, I knew everything. I knew everything, because like this, who comes to me and says to me that, they mocked me, and then I get back to them because I'm backfire. I'm not like any of those times of my incarnations that I stay quiet. I was trained the hard way in this end, women. That is why I was become a battered. And that, even though it was hurt for me, I still look at the bright side why it all happens. Women, why it all happens. And that, woman, is if you look things at the bright side, that is when, no matter what happens to you, you always get up into the man that where you bump into first, which is in this end, I never want to get married, but I was sent to him to save him for this end, for so that we don't waste the what you call Magdala is Elaine, which is she is too as the Christ. Those times I made JSUS, she is the mother of sixth angel, which we are saving those times because I sent him into the fire and to purge when he was Daniel and Paul, which is when it's your turn. So it's like like catch my hand. So I'll go down to purge him to get back. Like you've been into underworld and then I need you back home. So I go there, and like a true G, I sign again if you come back. Like this women. Like when you are in another country and you've done something, you are been like this women. This is to end the realms like that. When you get lost, they will, wherever realms you got lost, they will send you, like example to your country human, when like in other country have like lost abroad, all these things, like you've done something and then they will imprison the one, and then it was I who redeems them. You understand this, women? It's I that redeems them. Just look around in your thing. What happens in your realms is we have we go through they also do that to my ark, which is I come down to redeem. Because of you, it's you when you take the word in your book but not read it, because that is how you will redeem yourselves. But the more you read it and it's not for you, you have no spirits of mind because you are no amen, you won't and will be, you are imprisoned by somewhere. This is what happens to you, to tell you frankly. This is what happens to you when you read the book. You imprisoned by the spirit in the realm. By the realms. Realms is different way of the realms, because when you see realms, R-E-M-S, it's like small rooms. It's small rooms where your spirits are, along with the arcs that seems same your kin. Seems, is it seems, is I-M, means, and the seems, like you are like you see the SIM card, women, flattened. This is what you become, why I've come to redeem. But in the end, women, they can't take it anymore of what every time they look at me. So especially when I go down as a child, because I'm a traveler, I transform, which is also symbol of Taoism, which is Taoism means of Tao, and Taoism means a human. I in Taoism means immortal, saint mortal. Taoism means humans and saint mortal. You get that, woman? Means immortality with transformations. Women? Which is the symbol of the Yahweh or Yavaba. Physically on fire, purged in flesh, and on fire physically, you call spiritually. Spiritually on fire. You get this, women? This is why humans, I am sitting here, but my spirits are working, but you took things that are not of yours, so I'll take 8 of yours. You get this? You take what is not yours. You worse than a child, took things that are not of yours. Women, call yourselves my wife if you can see my spirits. You know? Because wives means fires. So you will. I knew my brides. Remember, I said I knew my sheep. Because WIFE means fires. And in human, it means hell. Inferno. Whatever you want. That is you going against your God. You called heavens. Do not equal yourselves to me because you are a man. You're just on a Nephilim equaling yourselves that I have make it. You get this, women? You are a Nephilim that is equaling yourselves to my Father. You are not. I'll tell you this now. So when he comes, you are ready to be burned and destroyed. Understand? I look around and I pleased those you called praise.